21 miles. That is all that separates the Persian Gulf from the open ocean. Through this narrow gap flows 20% of the world's oil and gas every single day. It is the most strategically important waterway on Earth. And right now in 2026, it is effectively closed. The Strait of Hormuz has been one of the most important trading routes in the world for 5,000 years. Ancient Mesopotamian merchants, Phoenician traders, Persian fleets, the spice trade from India. Every great civilization that bordered the Persian Gulf depended on this narrow passage. In 1507, Portuguese Admiral Afonso de Albuquerque seized the island of Hormuz and established military control over the strait. It was the first time a European power had militarized this passage. His logic was simple: control Hormuz and you control the trade of the entire Persian Gulf. When oil was discovered across the Persian Gulf in the early 20th century, the strategic importance of the Strait of Hormuz multiplied beyond anything its ancient traders could have imagined. The strait that once carried spices and textiles now controlled the fuel of modern civilization. The shipping lane is just 3 kilometers wide in either direction. Iran's coastline runs the entire northern edge. Its military installations overlook every vessel. There is no alternative route, no way around it. The word choke point exists because of places like this. Iran has threatened to close the Strait of Hormuz multiple times since the 1979 revolution. It has seized tankers, seized crews, and conducted naval exercises designed to demonstrate that it can shut down 20% of the world's oil supply at will. In 2026, it finally did exactly that. On February 28, 2026, the United States and Israel launched coordinated airstrikes on Iran under Operation Epic Fury. Military facilities, nuclear sites, leadership targets. Iran's supreme leader was killed. Within hours, the IRGC issued a warning. The Strait of Hormuz was closed. On March 2nd, 2026, a senior IRGC official confirmed the strait was officially closed. No tanker broadcast identification signals. Traffic dropped from 138 vessels per day to effectively zero. 2,000 ships anchored on both sides waiting. The world held its breath. Iran created what analysts called the Tehran toll booth. Ships that wanted to pass had to submit full documentation to the IRGC for approval, then pay. Some vessels were charged $2 million for a single transit. Iranian lawmakers began drafting legislation to make it permanent. When the strait closed, oil hit $112.57 per barrel, a 40% increase from before the war. Nearly 500 million barrels of total oil supply lost. Countries across Asia began rationing fuel. Industrial production cut. Airline tickets spiked. Every person on Earth felt a 21-mile gap in Iran's favor. By March 12, 2026, Iran had made 21 confirmed attacks on merchant ships. 7 seafarers killed, dozens injured, 20,000 sailors stranded on ships unable to move. The insurance risk became so high that most ship owners refused to attempt the transit regardless of any military escort. Iran's advantages are structural. Cheap drones against vessels worth hundreds of millions. Its coastline dominates every shipping lane. No alternative route exists. Nick Childs of ISS called it a uniquely challenging choke point because there are simply no alternatives. Trump threatened to strike Iran's energy infrastructure if the strait was not reopened. Then Iran allowed 10 oil tankers through as a diplomatic gesture. Trump gave Iran a 10-day extension until April 6th. He called the tankers a present. The pause held while talks continued behind closed doors. On March 19th, 2026, U.S. Armed Forces began a military campaign to reopen the strait. Thousands more troops deployed to the region. Hundreds of Tomahawk cruise missiles already used against Iranian targets. Iran's IRGC Navy commander killed in an Israeli airstrike on March 26th. Alternative pipelines exist, but cannot replace the strait. Saudi Arabia's East-West Pipeline and the UAE's Fujairah Pipeline together carry 6 million barrels per day. The Strait carries 20 million. There is no replacement. The world has built its energy infrastructure around one 21-mile gap. As of today, nearly 2,000 ships wait on both sides. The world's energy supply hangs on 21 miles of water and the decisions made in Washington and Tehran. If you love to dig deep within history, subscribe for more such videos.